very heavy wood. Would you like to build
a Puukko, which is a Finnish knife? If you're new here, I'm Justin Lamrou, a bladesmith from Canada, and I enjoy making knives for the outdoors and for the kitchen. If you're interested in the piece that I make today, it'll be available on my website, rainydayforge.ca. You could also see available knives that you can order, and you could always reach out for a custom. Ethan Blinkhorn of Ravenbeak's Forge, he told me that he loved the Puukko, and I said, I like the Puukko too. And he said, I challenge you to make a Puukko. And I was like, okay, let's make Puukkos. I'm going to kick your ass, Ethan. I'm going to be putting maybe more attention into it, Ethan, making sure that I have a good plan, that I have a good design, and that right off the bat, I know where I'm going. So this is a basic design of the Puukko. My tang is going to be coming out to a point so that I can push on pieces of birch bark. Antler here, whole blade is sharp. There's no ricasso area. That's a unique property of the Puukko. This has a almost 4-inch blade, which I think is in the middle for Puukko length. The blade is going to be 5160, that's recycled steel. I don't have birch bark, so I'm going to have to peel a bunch of birch to make this knife. Let's do this. £25 nickel giant. Good for knife making. I'm happy with it. Ilmarinen, the eternal hammerer. So there is a lot of steel here compared to here. The blade is a bit longer, and I was worried about the thickness here. I got this a little on the thin side. So bringing it back down is actually a very good idea. But before I continue, I want to make sure that this bolster is going to fit up properly, because that might change a little bit of the blade, and I might consume some steel in this direction. So bolster is coming up next, and I think I'd like to put some rot and then put a line of copper here, antler, and then the birch, and then another piece of rot.
Rot, rot, rot.
Might have a piece in there. My teeny tiny little scrap bucket. Oh! I found a piece. Kind of like all that pitting in it though. Like, look at that. Thinking of the design, right? How do I want this to look in the end? So I think I'll grind this down, get it a wee bit thinner, and then I could start shaping it. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Is it time for coffee? Yeah. Coffee break! I got my coffee.
Coffee, baby, coffee.
We've done 3 rounds of thermal cycling. That's looking good. And into the oil. Oh, look at that. I got a Timmy's. So the steel is clean, and now I can get it nice and tempered. Try something different. $58 slides, no problem. 60, good. 62, got a pretty decent temper on it. I feel like I learned something at the end there. Instead of just on the spine and waiting, which seems to have worked pretty good. It just takes forever sideways, rubbing it, dipping the edge, sideways, rubbing it, dipping the edge, and on that last tempering cycle, I got much smoother colors across the blade. So you can see there's almost going to purple here, just barely, and then coming into a lighter straw color here, which is ideally what you're looking for. It's a little bit darker here in the belly of the blade, which is I wish it was a little bit lighter, but this is what I've got. So I don't think I'm gonna go very high grit, like fine polish to it. I'm going to keep this looking a little bit rustic. 70 grit. I'm happy. I've got a very pretty blade. Is this the pretty side? Heck yes it is. That's the pretty side. That is the pretty side. This one's the less pretty side. Pretty side, less pretty. Still damn nice. Mirror finish is okay. It's not for me. I should be using a Finnish accent. It is time to finish the pommel. Don't drop it. You don't want to hurt yourself. So I'm stoked on it. There was moments where I was like, ah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's pretty, very pretty. Sketchy. All right, let's see what this looks like. I think we're all right. Hey, there we go. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So the idea of the varnish is to penetrate and seal the wood.
It drastically increases when you get down closer to the port. So they were looking at like some portside seats, you know. But things within 2 inches from stabbing me in the face, and I have no, I can't, like, scoured the shop, I cannot find it. Like, it went flying, and not just work, it may twist, and I really don't want it to twist, it'll be hard to fix. So I may just, like, I'm lying in bed like, man, should I use the 6-inch reel or the 10-inch reel? I gotcha. And there's not a million pieces. There's a guard and a pommel. Right? That's it.
Scrimshaw, complete. Very happy about that. I like the rustic look of it, and the process was actually quite enjoyable. So I'm just taking away the vibrancy of the iron here. I didn't want it to be shiny. I wanted it to be dull, but I also wanted it to show the grain of the wrought iron.
Myself where I had to just kind of tell them, like,
All right, there we go. This one is 1,000 grit. It's sharp. Now we have a functional tool. We have a functional tool that Ilmarinen would be proud of. Ilmarinen. Wouldn't he? Wouldn't he? Be like, good job, man. Just hammering and hammering and hammering. Just can't stop. So it's not salmon, nor is it perch. It's walleye from Lake Winnipeg. Some bay. Good. Whoa. If you enjoyed this video as much as I'm enjoying the soup, click subscribe and you'll be able to see all of my future builds. Cheers. Just washed my sweater.